Hi everyone, just checking in to let you know where I am and what I'm up to. One of my other little boys had to self-isolate, so again that was another couple of weeks looking after children. But what I decided to do is I've been sitting, well, working through a few of the books that I've obviously got in my library, which you can see behind you. So I'll just let you know which ones I'm working through and where I've got with them. So right now, this is one of my favourite reads, Mathematics. It's Content, Meaning, Methods and Meaning. It's in 3 volumes. So this is a collected work of a lot of Russian mathematicians, and it's an excellent read, and it's a kind of introductory read, say maybe first year university mathematics kind of level. But there's plenty in it, and there's some interesting section actually on electronic computing machines. So obviously this was written in the 1950s when it was really kind of brand new. So it's quite interesting to see how they define certain things like JK flip-flops and memory cells and things like that. It's quite an interesting little section, although that's later on in the book. So I'm about a third of the way through this book at the moment, and I think it'll be another 2 or 3 weeks before I manage to finish it, because although it's obviously a mathematics book, but it's very descriptive and it's a very kind of wordy book. I don't know if you can quite see it here, so you can get the kind of idea. It's a very, very descriptive and wordy book, and it's relatively easy to work through. But again, it's the beautiful Russian mathematics, which is just very descriptive, but also very succinct as well, which is quite beautiful. It's a lovely book, and I would recommend that highly if you're maybe sitting at first year at university, or maybe just going to enter into university to study mathematics. And the second book which I'm looking at just now, sorry, that was just my wife coming in and I've told her to go, so she's gone again. So the second book that I'm working through is part of my Hans Sagan library that I got a couple of weeks back, and that's the history of calculus of variations from 17th through to 19th century. And I'm actually kind of working through this very slowly and very meticulously, one page at a time, and just I'm actually chasing up some of the references to try and get back to original sources, which has been quite interesting but quite time consuming as well. But it's a bit of an acquired read. Really, you would have to be interested in the calculus of variations first, and then obviously you would have to be interested in the history of the calculus of variations. But I'm working my way through this one steadily. And also the third one I've got on the go, I try not to have any more than 3 on the go at once. It's the volume 1 of the World of Mathematics, which I think was produced around the 1950s. So that's volume 1 of this work. I mentioned it in a previous video. So I'm about, let's see, where my page I'm at. I'm only about 20-30% the way through this first volume. But again, it's just a straightforward read. You know, it's a wordy book, so you can see here. That's where I'm at the moment. I'm just working through these 3 here. I have got another couple of videos which I've produced on the Lagrangian Hamiltonian mechanics. I haven't loaded them up yet because they're out of sync, you know, with the other videos. I've kind of jumped back and forward a bit with my course creation for that, and again it's slowed down as well because of the coronavirus and having to look after kids and stuff like that. But that's where I'm at with these books, and I'll continue these, and I think I'll probably be through the core of these books within the next 4 weeks or so. Been quite productive, although I've not added an awful lot of videos, but the videos will come, and they'll usually come with me. They come in a glut of videos. I'll put 4 or 5 on all at once. So that's where I'm at the moment, and you can see the library behind me. I've got all of my Hans Sagan library. I've got it all up here along this row here, and part of the this row here as well. Okay, so I'm quite pleased with all of those purchases, and there's actually a lot of good stuff in the adaptive control books as well, and in the control and optimization books. Just leafing through them, because the first couple of chapters of most of the books are a lead in via the calculus of variations, which is really quite nice. So that's all for this video. I'll get you on the next video. Goodbye.